Hello, fellow strategic management classmates and professors. This presentation is about sustainability in destination hotels. The lodging operations team is comprised of Carly Vitito, Megan Poole, Jackie Cohen, Madeline Rodriguez, and Maria Scarpa.
To summarize our RWP external analysis, we focused on sustainability efforts in the luxury resort market of hospitality and how being sustainable is becoming a large trend in today's society, due to the world being more concerned of the state the environment is in. When becoming sustainable, there are micro and macro efforts involved. When it comes to macro analysis, we use socioeconomic influences because the younger generations are more aware of why it is important to be sustainable. We also use political influences because we are aware of the needs to be sustainable. Government officials are setting laws and guidelines to hotels and everyone must follow in order to act in a more sustainable manner. When it comes to micro factors, the hotels that are switching to the sustainable efforts are seeing an increase in bargaining power. They have less items to purchase because when becoming sustainable, items like shampoo bottles are being bought in bulk and screwed into the walls, and items like plastic straws and paper cups are getting cut from the hotel's costs. Furthermore, the bargaining power of buyers are becoming weaker. When being sustainable, it can be more costly. So hotels are increasing their rates because they know that guests are going to pay premium rates. Overall, being a sustainable luxury property is important to society and will advance the destination hotel brand as a whole.
Due to COVID-19, we have seen a shift in how hotels can operate and what concerns consumers the most. With most people staying at home, many hotels and resorts across the world have closed their doors indefinitely, whereas other hotels, mainly located in major cities, COVID-19 hotspots, have worked with various entities to provide discounted rates for traveling essential employees and housing for the homeless during the pandemic. While the vast majority of consumers, including essential workers, have shifted their concerns to sanitation efforts and social distancing practices to ensure their health and safety. This has caused the open hotels to shift their operational focus to sanitation, limiting contact with guests, and abiding by CDC guidelines wherever possible. These consumer concerns, combined with stay-at-home orders, have wiped out virtually all leisure and business travel that the industry heavily relies on. The hotels that remain open are now being kept afloat by traveling essential workers and government contracted guests, a huge shift from the industry norm.
The goal for Destination Hotels by Hyatt is to become a leader in hygienic, sustainable practices. In order to do so, they must decide how to compete, which direction to take, and what methods to employ. Destination hotels should pursue a differentiation focus as their competitive strategy, since their sustainability practices are their premium feature and it is what draws guests in. The strategic direction that destination hotels should pursue is a growth strategy, with an emphasis on diversification in product development. To do so, they should invest in eco-friendly products such as plant-based cleaning products and sanitizers. This will capture another market segment of people who are conscious of ingredients. The Honest Company produces eco-friendly cleaning products, and if destination properties collaborate with them, it is likely that they would gain exposure to the loyal customers of the Honest brand. Next, destination hotels should focus on organic internal growth when deciding on the strategic method to employ. Destination properties should implement an investable product that is both sustainable, hygienic, and cost-effective. One example would be to develop a program that allows guests to scan a QR code when ordering food at the hotel's dining centers. The QR code would act as a replacement for dirty menus and contact with waiters. When guests scan their QR code, a tab will open on their smartphone where they can view the menu and submit their order to the kitchen. This reduces waste of constantly printing new menus and it limits the number of germs being spread. Finally, using net present value can measure the dollar value produced by these new projects that implement environmentally friendly cleaning supplies. This method of evaluation is needed to decide the success of the strategic choices.
There is some concern whether implementing sustainable practices are worth it, as they can be costly upfront and some people believe they will not drive business. However, a survey conducted by Booking.com found that 87% of travelers want to be sustainable in their travel, and a total of 67% of travelers are willing to pay 5% more at least for their travel if it is as sustainable as possible. As an example of this, there is a Hilton property that has a room that is 95% recyclable, reusable, and has a 10% higher room rate. Despite the upmarked price, guest demand for this room is higher than the standard rooms. Professors from Cornell conducted a survey of 93 sustainably certified LEED hotels and 514 non-LEED properties. They found that although occupancy was slightly lower on average by approximately 4% for LEED hotels, ADR was so much higher on average by approximately $10 that RevPAR was also higher by approximately $1.50. By 2 weeks after the hotels received the LEED certification, their ADR was $20 higher on average than the non-LEED properties.
In understanding the data and research provided by Booking.com, conclusions can be drawn. Because a majority of people seek to travel sustainably and have admitted to paying more for green experiences, hotels are able to charge more money for a hotel stay if it is deemed sustainable. Despite the hotels given the Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design, or LEED, certification, suffering a lower occupancy percentage than non-LEED properties, the higher average daily rate is high enough to raise the hotel's overall revenue per available room, the measurement that managers and owners give the most weight to. By making an effort to incorporate green practices in an environment that seeks sustainability, hotels can earn more money in the long run. Thank you for watching.